If you own a used or pre-owned car, your battery is already losing life every single day, and you probably don't even know it. A weak battery isn't just an inconvenience, it's a silent saboteur. It fries alternators, burns starters, and leaves drivers stranded at midnight, staring at a dead dashboard and a flat silence. Over 7 million roadside breakdowns every year come from one simple cause: a battery that gave up long before it should have. The crazy part, almost all of them were preventable. You don't need expensive tools or professional help to double your battery's lifespan. You just need to know what's really killing it. And it's not what most people think. Because the number one habit that destroys your battery happens every single morning before you even start your engine. Stick around till the end. You'll never look at your battery the same way again. May know if you need help on your way back. Section 1. The hidden threat beneath the hood. Here's the first truth that almost no one checks. Vibration kills batteries faster than time does. A loose battery doesn't just rattle. It grinds itself to death from the inside. Every small shake on rough roads sends micro vibrations through the case, damaging the lead plates until they crack and short. The result? A battery that looks fine on the outside, but dies in months instead of years. That's why one of the first things they inspect on a used car is the battery mount. Pop your hood, grab your battery with both hands, and try to move it. If it shifts even slightly, you've got a problem. A healthy battery should sit tight and level in its tray. No wobble, no lean, no rattle. Tighten the hold-down bolts just snug enough. Over-tightening can crack the case. If your tray is rusted or bent, fix it. A crooked mount twists the battery and strains the cells. On rough roads, adding a small rubber pad under the battery helps cushion vibrations. What you should never do is wedge it in place with wood or scrap metal. That's the hack job that kills a brand new battery faster than anything. But even if your battery's rock solid, there's a silent killer waiting, one that strikes when your car isn't moving at all. Section 2. The killer that strikes while parked. Every modern car is quietly draining its own battery, even when it's off. The clock, the ECU memory, the alarm system, all those background electronics sip power nonstop. Leave your car sitting for days or weeks, and the voltage slowly bleeds away. Eventually, sulfation builds up on the plates, choking power flow and cutting your battery's life in half. The fix is simple but genius: a smart trickle charger. Also known as a battery maintainer. This isn't your old-school charger that keeps pumping juice until something explodes. A smart maintainer monitors voltage and gives only what's needed to keep the battery healthy. Brands like CTEK, Noco, Schumacher, and Battery Tender make excellent ones. Just connect red to positive, black to negative, plug it in, and walk away. The charger does the work, keeping your battery at full health for months. If you store your car long-term, use a quick disconnect plug so you can connect it without wrestling with clamps every time. One warning though, never use cheap, no-name chargers that lack auto shutoff or safety sensors. Overcharging cooks batteries from the inside out. And never try to charge a frozen battery. That's how people end up with cracked cases and acid leaks. Keeping your voltage topped up is good, but it won't help if the power can't even flow through your cables. Section 3. The corrosion trap. You've seen it before, that green-white crust around the battery terminals. It's not just ugly, it's electrical poison. Corrosion creates resistance, which forces your alternator and battery to work overtime just to deliver normal power. That extra strain quietly shortens lifespan. Here's what most people don't realize. Over half of dead batteries are actually fine. It's just the terminals killing them. So before you spend money on a new one, clean the old one properly. Step 1. Safety first. Engine off, keys out, gloves and eye protection on. Always remove the negative cable first, then the positive. Use a wire brush or battery terminal cleaner to scrub the posts until they shine. Clean the inside of the cable clamps too. If the cables are cracked, swollen, or eaten by corrosion, replace them. Terminals are cheap. Replacing them could save you hundreds in electrical headaches. Once it's all clean, apply a thin layer of dielectric grease on the terminals. It seals out moisture and keeps corrosion from returning. But there's one more connection that quietly kills more batteries than corrosion ever could: the engine ground strap. A bad ground strap makes your car act possessed. Dim lights, random warning lights, slow cranks, even stalling. It's a simple braided cable connecting your engine to the chassis, and when it fails, current can't flow properly. The battery ends up overworked, and the alternator fries trying to compensate. Always inspect the ground cable for rust, fraying, or loose bolts. Replace it if it looks suspect. With your cable strong, your battery can finally breathe freely. But heat, the silent destroyer, might still be cooking it from the inside. Section 4. Heat, the real battery killer. Most drivers blame winter for battery deaths, but the real culprit is heat. High underhood temperatures boil the electrolyte inside, dry out the cells, and warp the plates. Once the internal chemistry breaks down, there's no saving it. Battery Council International says heat is the #1 cause of battery failure worldwide. Parked in direct sun all day, you're slowly baking it. Pop the hood after a long drive and feel the air around your battery. If it's oven hot, it's suffering. The fix is straightforward. Install a battery heat shield or an insulating wrap. These are made from heat-resistant foam or reflective foil that lower battery temps by up to 20 degrees. That means years of extra life. Some cars come with one from the factory. If yours doesn't, you can buy one for a few bucks online. Just remember, never cover the top vents or wrap the battery in plastic or rags. That traps heat instead of reducing it. Even with perfect temperature control, though, you can still kill a good battery through your driving habits. Section 5. Short trips and the charging myth. Every start takes power from the battery, and it expects the alternator to replace it. But here's the problem. On short 5-minute trips, the alternator never gets the chance. You're slowly draining energy every day, and sulfation builds up. Think of it like eating one meal a day, but burning calories non-stop. Eventually, you collapse. The truth, your alternator isn't a charger, it's a maintainer. It's designed to keep a full battery full, not to recharge a dead one. So if you're doing lots of short drives, once or twice a week, take a 20 to 30-minute highway run. That allows the alternator to fully restore the battery and burn off surface charge. If you can't do long drives, use a smart charger at home once a week. It's like giving your battery a health checkup. Because when a weak battery sits undercharged for too long, the damage becomes permanent. But that's only half the story. Even when you drive enough, a bad alternator can ruin everything. Section 6. The charging system nobody checks. A failing alternator is the #1 executioner of good batteries. Most people never test it until they've already replaced multiple batteries in frustration. Here's the deal. Charging voltage has to be just right. Too low, and the battery starves. Too high, and it cooks. Use a digital multimeter to test it. With the engine running, the voltage across the terminals should read between 13.8 and 14.6 volts. Below 13.5 means weak output. Above 15 means overcharging. Either way, your battery pays the price. Listen for whining or grinding sounds from the alternator, smell for burning belts, and watch for dash lights like ALT or GEN. Those warnings aren't suggestions. They're your car begging for help. If the alternator's healthy, but the voltage still fluctuates wildly, your voltage regulator may be failing. Replace it before it fries the entire charging system. With power flowing correctly, your battery finally has a chance to live its full life. But even that depends on how you treat it day to day. Section 7. Clean, dry, and chemically balanced. A lot of people clean their engines and forget the battery entirely. But a dirty battery top is a quiet thief. Dust, oil, and grime can hold moisture, creating a weak conductive path between terminals. Over time, that tiny current drain adds up, especially overnight. You can lose half a volt just from a filthy surface. To fix it, mix a cup of warm water with a spoonful of baking soda. Use a small brush to scrub the case gently. Don't soak it. Wipe it dry with a clean towel, making sure the vent caps stay sealed. If your battery is serviceable, meaning it has removable caps, check the water level inside each cell every few months. The plates should always be submerged in electrolyte. Only use distilled water. Never tap. Top up slowly until it reaches just below the fill ring. Overfilling causes acid leaks. Underfilling causes sulfation. Treat it right and a cheap flooded battery can last 5 years. But if you want double that, it's time to talk chemistry. Section 8. Choose the right battery for your lifestyle. Not all batteries are created equal. The bargain bin model at your local parts store might get your car running, but it won't last. You need to match the battery type to how you use your vehicle. If you drive daily, a quality flooded lead-acid battery from a trusted brand like Bosch, AC Delco, or Exide is fine. But if your car sits for long periods, or you've got heavy electronics like amps or winches, go AGM, absorbent glass mat. AGMs handle vibration better, resist deep discharges, and recharge faster. Yes, they cost more, but they can easily last 8 to 10 years with proper care. Just make sure your alternator and charging system are compatible. Some older systems overcharge AGMs, which shortens their life. Always match the group size and cold cranking amps, CCA, rating listed in your owner's manual. Too small, and it strains the plates. Too big, and it overloads your charging system. The right battery is the foundation, but even the best one can be destroyed by careless use. Section 9. Deep discharge, the silent battery killer. A lead-acid battery isn't designed to be emptied like your phone. Every time voltage drops under 12 volts, you're leaving scars on the plates. Go below 11.5, and you've shaved months off its life. If your car cranks slowly or you accidentally leave lights on, don't just jump start and drive away. That's the lazy move that burns out alternators. Instead, recharge properly with a smart charger. It restores voltage evenly and prevents sulfation buildup. Keep your battery's resting voltage around 12.6 volts. If you use electronics like an aftermarket sound system, run the engine while using them so the alternator carries the load. Remember this rule. The battery starts the car. The alternator powers it. Mixing the two jobs ruins both. But even the most careful drivers make one final mistake, ignoring time itself. Section 10. Testing, tracking, and replacing proactively. Batteries don't die overnight. They fade quietly. One day, it starts fine. The next, it's gone. That's why testing once a year is essential. Use a multimeter to check resting voltage. A healthy battery should read 12.6 volts. Anything below 12.2 is already weak. But voltage alone doesn't tell the whole story. A conductance or load test reveals the real condition. Most auto parts stores do it for free. If the battery fails under load, replace it, even if it still starts your car. And always check the date code stamped on top. Once it's older than 5 years, you're on borrowed time. Label each new battery with the install date so you know exactly how long it's been in service. Smart drivers replace at 6 to 7 years proactively, not when they're stranded in the rain, waiting for a tow. That's cheap insurance for peace of mind. Now you might be thinking, I'm doing everything right. What else could go wrong? Well, there's one everyday habit that quietly destroys batteries faster than all the rest. Section 11. The morning habit that's killing your battery. Almost every driver does this without realizing it. You get in, turn the key, and the moment the engine starts, the radio, the AC, the defroster, the headlights, all come on at once. That massive electrical load hits the alternator the instant it wakes up. and your cold battery takes the punch. In those first few seconds, your alternator is fighting to recharge the battery while also powering every accessory. That surge stresses both systems, especially on cold mornings when oil is thick and resistance is high. The fix? A 10-second rule. Before starting your car, switch off everything electrical. After the engine fires up, wait 10 seconds, then turn on your accessories one by one. Those few seconds dramatically reduce stress on your charging system and can add years to your battery's life. A car battery isn't just a box of acid and metal. It's the heart of your electrical system, and how long it lives depends entirely on how you treat it. Secure it, maintain it, keep it clean and cool. Charge it smart, test it yearly, and never let it sit weak. Follow these steps and your battery can easily hit 10 years, maybe more. Ignore them and you'll be that person on the side of the road calling for a jump start. So, next time you twist your key or press that start button, remember, your battery's life isn't measured in years. It's measured in habits. Change those and you'll never be stranded again. And if you found this helpful, don't just stop here. Check out the next video below, because the one thing most drivers do after starting the car, it's secretly killing their alternator too.